existence. And here we've got the matchup of KP versus Raji. I know this is maybe before your time. Attacks from the lead. Oh, there it is, the first blood. It looks like a sneaky one from the Rubik Dawnbreaker combination. Probably the one of the two most popular Mongolian players, right next to probably Hustla. Helping Force out here. Cookie does land, but Brewmaster not wanting to really commit there. And it looks like in bottom lane, they managed to get on top of DJ once again.
I'm in trouble again.
Slammed by the hammer. KP. Fall away. DJ goes for it. Armel not close enough. And now Raji's going to show up here. See if they can actually get something. Oh, just straight up Laguna played him. And there's the finishing blow. The Nature's Wrath and the Snowball to collect that final hit. Force, though, is going to be caught by the Clockwork. Got him inside the cogs and outside of the range of his creep wave. Force? Is that Vanguard going to save him? I don't think so. Well, the creep wave is coming in, but the cogs separating him and getting the kill once again with a waveform. But with the supports coming in, they are going to be able to at least get the kill on one. And the Morphling, well, that Morphling has turnaround potential. Raji is going to fall to Dawnbreaker. KP's hammer lands square on his head and will be able to catch up to Skem here. Didn't really necessarily hit the first hammer hit too much, so they're actually going to back away. Lars does land that stun, or Clockwork catches him. Then Morphling is probably one of the better heroes to ensure that Brewmaster dies in time. Going to be caught this time, pinned up against the wall, but here comes the support here, the artillery from the Snapfire, landing several shots. And a trade-off of 1 for 2. Losing their big... I mean, they farm up a Storm, and they take up a lot of map space.
Well, this is a dangerous TP.
Oh, that was a dangerous TP, and Genoel was already in position to be able to catch him. Came in from behind, but how did he get that split off? Was there a creep somewhere in there? Battery Assault, not enough, and managed to get off his ultimate. And as a result, there's going to be a pretty easy turnaround. The Tornado leading. Okay, hold up. Armel going to show up, getting the pin off onto Skem. And with the stolen clap there from DJ, the burst damage is enough. They still have a chance to be able to get the Dawnbreaker, though, as she's going to fall. 8-7. Raji.
This is
coming up the rear here.
Gonna have a Vessel here.
Oh, hopped in. Enough to burst him, almost. The punch coming forward, and that is enough. The Vessel completion. I think that was just enough. That burst damage was right on the line. I think the Vessel made the difference there.
That was just sick, to be honest.
That was very smooth.
I was watching it play out. I'm like, why are they here? Do they have damage for this? And then disassemble Vanguard into Vessel build and insta pop on the Morph.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
And he's got 3 charges to be able to work with now. Raji.
Well, he wants the Vessel there.
So close.
Take the clock instead.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe not. Dawnbreaker. Oh, that hook shot. A little bit too late to be able to get the chain stun. And as a result, the Clockwork will die. They still catch Force, though. And Fnatic will be able to force this tower, I assume.
Just deciding, I'm going to go BKB and fight with my cores. We have the speed to be able to do it. Again, Skem is rushing Gleipnir. It's fast itemization from Geek Slate here.
Hook shot.
Keeping the fight up.
Being used to try and get some distance, but won't get far enough. Force. Now, they definitely could have gone for that Rubik, but they're creeping their way up top. Unfortunately, they won't be there in time to save Narmis.
This is just awkward.
Yeah, they don't have a stun between the duo there, and Cox shows up a bit too late. Yeah, I kind of feel concerned for Geek Slate, just because I feel like they need these early towers so badly with Alina and a Nature's Prophet. Cog spear combo. Didn't even need the pin on that one. Raji just falls to the burst damage. The little Clockwork going to get away? No, he's not. Caught inside the Sprout. Cox goes to work on him.
And hope things go well.
Well, this smoke is going to break with Raji on the high ground. That's pretty nice. He's going to hop forward with the Tumbler toy, but it won't be far enough. Armel, quick to execute that poor little 5. My mental was just a dial tone there. Telekinesis pin. Really nice combos here.
Oh, dragging him back.
The Gleipnir is going to show up, and this allows the Kisses to be able to go to work. They're going to finish off DJ pretty nicely, and KP right into the LSA from Cox. They weren't able to deliver the finishing blow, though. KP, thanks to the BKB, was able to get out. Clockwork trying to read it, trying to make it, but no. Brewmaster beautifully positioned, and done well. He's not going to be able to get anything out of this. Just sacrifices his own life for an attempt.
This is a strong timing from Geek Slate. Fnatic kind of have to just power through this, get to like the next set of items here. the BKB for Mars.
See if they can take away this Aegis real quick. They get the kill. Now, how many are going to get out? Looks like DJ is going to be the victim of that Gleipnir rotation from Skem. And KP is going to be caught as well, thanks to Raji with a beautiful little iceberg set right in front of his face. Titanic.
Up to GJ with this blink, just started off with a lift and chained it into the arena.
They could get the initiation. They spotted the Nature's Prophet off of that ward. It's a perfect target to go for, and they caught him. Armel with the initiation. No, but they didn't have the chain stun. Skem gets off the BKB. They had to further commit. They do manage to get the kill, yes, but diving in this deep may cost them, as Cox is now going to be putting out the damage the Nature's Prophet is not there to do. Gabby with the early BKB is going to be forced away. Once this BKB is down, he's in trouble, especially with that buyback Amanta attempted to use, but they still managed to get the stun through with the snowball. The L and safe follow-up, and he's dead. Janwell going to TP out, but a buyback that was well worth it, I would say, for Skem. 3K gold lead for Geek Slate here, 18-15. As Geek Slate, talk about quick fingers there. DJ is going to pull Raji out of position with a fast blink back. That snowball is ultimately his doom. And whew, that was a little close one there, but Clockwork is going to be able to block that off.
He switched to Cloak of Flame. He's insanely tanky. This is round 2. Gets snowball now.
Nice save. Raji, hook shot coming in, but a little bit too late. And the Brewmaster split does go off. But if Fnatic can get away from this, well, I guess they did use BKB on KP too. That probably doesn't feel great. And Force, almost completed the animation there, being able to get the Cyclone onto DJ, and maybe they could have killed him too. But they were able to do that, Roche, pretty quickly. It's just something Fnatic are going to have to be very vigilant about. Once again, trying to go for the chainsaw onto the Brewmaster. They're not even going to be able to do it, but what a spear! Catching both the supports there. A decent start for Fnatic, but can they do anything about these cores? Because now the Morphling has been caught in and just corral out. Geek Slate say, nice initiation, bro, but we've got buybacks.
Get the clear waves faster, and it just does more damage in the fight. That said, Force just running in. 90% magic resist. What's up, boy?
That's just ridiculous. That's just goddamn ridiculous. The Fnatic are trying to fight back, but the fight has been forced onto them. KP does what he can, but ultimately he's shredded by Cox. Gets down and dirty, looks for another one. Januel, oh no, that's not the way you wanted to fly, son. Will still be able to get away to safety, it looks like.
Yeah.
Same with the Brewmaster. Like, you just have a guarantee that these auras persist through the fight because the hero is not dead. You know, they just, like, they go on it, they do a bunch of damage, they can't actually kill it, and the aura is just still there the entire time. Cox, he's going to take this, these buildings. Unless Fnatic want to do something about it. The hook shot into what? Now Armel goes for it, but he actually pins the Nature's Prophet instead. And what about the Lina? The wall will help him out there. A few of the shots getting blocked by that, so he does manage to get away. Gabby tries to go in, and Gabby immediately dies. Not quite, actually. Manta, force stab, no, still falls. KP going to be chased down as well. And the kisses. Yeah, he's like, okay, I'll let you have that one. I'm going to fire my shots into the fountain. DJ, nope, you didn't get it. Stole a little shredder instead. Nice play by Narman. And Geek Slate are just they're gonna go for it. They're like, all right, you got no Morphling. We're just gonna throw you now.
Yeah,
GG.
That was a very casual, just high round into throne at 36 minutes here. I don't know. I mean, Lina Dota, I guess. You just have the out range, you have the out damage. It forces the enemy to have to deal with you. You fall slightly behind, you lose Roshan. The map becomes harder to play. And then at the same time, you have this Brewmaster with auras buffing your 2 range damage dealers up.
Is it as dire as they're putting out? This Monkey King situation seems pretty bad.
It can be really bad.
Fnatic, their 5-man smoke did not run into Force initially, but now their movement is going to be able to catch him. As the Bat Rider will fall, giving first blood to the Mirana. Maybe not the person they wanted to give it to, but
they're tipping him out too. They know.
I feel like we haven't seen a whole lot of Dark Willow in the last year or so.
Well, he's about to be seen back on the fountain, I think.
Yeah. Well, they already gave first blood away, so There's the upside there.
Win you the long fight.
Yeah. Nice move, though. They get on top of Skem.
This will win you the fight.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Skem had to go for the range creep because the Marcy wasn't around. Went for the range creep, step forward, and DJ just immediately pounced on that one. Speaking of pounce, a leap from Gabby will help secure a second kill for John Well. Really killing it here. Gabby hops onto Force. Forced to use the Firefly defensively here to fly away into the trees, which is exactly what you want. If you are Fnatic, anyway.
I like John Well manning up here.
Yeah. Actually gets the kill. I like it a lot.
Here you have decent counter abilities with the Drow.
Yep.
You get the huge armor she can't pierce on Tiny, and Brood can just split and get on top of her. It's kind of an interesting dynamic, maybe depending on who's ahead.
Well, at least for the early game, you do have this Gust, which is going to be pretty nice against Brewmaster. Silence always very effective against him. What a rotation from Cox. Getting the double kill and helping Skem survive in the lane for a bit longer before he inevitably goes to this area right here. John Well has already scouted out some of the stacks going on there. Gabby forced to use a defensive stun. They do have the cookie land. Looks like he dodged the cookie damage, but it doesn't really matter. When it comes to damage, there's just a non-stop amount flowing from this Bat Rider. They do manage to get the Sapphire kill, but John Well's going to die as well. Of course.
Cox went back bottom. They have Catapult down here.
Oh.
This tower took a lot. Pretty happy with that. Because now KP's just down here and feels a little sad. Drow back to mid.
Yeah, with the Marcy jumping in. They have the detection, but they do not have the damage, it seems. Arrow. Nice read there from Raji. He takes a step back to dodge the arrow, but still in the clutches of the Brewmaster and Tiny. See if the Smoke Ink lands. It might just intercept the Drow Ranger right as she's going up. They go for it. Brewmaster split is going to go out. And once you get the stun out from the Earth Panda, you can land the arrow. Nice use of the Dispose to try and pull it back a little bit farther with the cookie repositioning as well. And now KP is going to have to commit underneath the tier 2 with this split. Still not dead, and it's back into the Brewmaster forward. But he got off one last throw of the boulder, and that means Skem will fall. But they've committed so deep now that Force is on the hunt. They managed to land the stun there from Raji, and that'll ensure the Brewmaster's death.
He was thinking about it.
Light Shadow going out, seeing if they get the opening here on the Force. Actually dodges. Gus push back helps out quite a bit. Uses the Firefly. Cut away through the trees, but didn't expect Armel to be coming in from the mid lane as well. Got a little greedy, spent his time there. He said, no, that didn't issue. Oh, hop away from Gabby just in time. Narman unable to catch him.
Geek Slate's going to try and use their Bat Rider Ember to start the fights while Skem is, on the triangle rotation here. They don't want to let him hit anything, though. This is super aggressive from Fnatic. But very nice if it pays off, and it will. Just another free Drow kill. Their fourth death. It's kind of like it's a rich man's Ricky dog,
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Terrorize. They have the chain stuns. John Well is going to end up with the arrow. I'll help them complete that kill.
Fnatic want to keep abusing this. Look on the aggressive vision. Exactly what they're doing here. Toss back. Easy setup.
Repositioning with Dark Willow is always a nice one. I mean, she's so much single target damage.
It's a tough formation to break. You have to bring numbers somewhere if you're Geek Slate. Looks like it might be mid here.
Yeah, and even if they don't find the Drow Ranger, they're certainly going to find support kills. If they keep on making that kind of rotation with the Moonlight Shadow, they're going to be forced to use the Primal Split. That'll help finish off the Marcy and ensure the Brewmaster survives for now. Arrow from long range actually lands on the Ember Spirit, and they thought about trying to follow that, but already up to the high ground. They should just play it safe.
It looks like he'll clean it up anyway, so maybe he doesn't even lose anything by this move, but I think having the farm pressure here from Fnatic while you're trying to deal with this, right, is super deadly right now, because there's not a lot that can deal with it.
Pretty as a picture. Armel and DJ comboing up.
You can't just drum into him here.
Again and again. Now that's going to be a short range arrow, but it's more than enough to kill a 5 position like Marcy here. Protection up. They're going to run into the Drow Ranger. If they spot her here, the smoke breaks. He blinks forward, blindly finds the Drow Ranger, tossed straight up in the air, and the blink forward from DJ. By the way, he's got a blink dagger on Dark Willow. Yeah, they're going to be able to get that kill again. Skem has got to be so frustrated with the way this game is going.
At least Geek Slate dodging something here. We'll get a rune for their trouble. Will they get
Are you
gonna take it?
Are you gonna grab it or what? What's going on here? Are they trying to bait it? Okay, well the fight is gonna go on here. Raji, he's gonna be pushed forward off his own rebound. They actually do manage to get the silence onto the Brewmaster, blow up KP, and maybe this fight is okay. No, he gets off the primal split, and now the Brewmaster Pandas are gonna set up Armel to come cleaning on through with the jump in from DJ as well. They had the burst damage, they killed the Drow Ranger, they pulled down the Snapfire from the Tornado eventually for a third kill, and a team fight that was oh so close for Geek Slate to actually take it. Oh, and they get the Ember Spirit with the toss up in the air leading into the arrow.
I mean, this is getting out of control like the first game.
Yeah.
The last 8 minutes here have just been picture perfect for Fnatic. No answer from Geek Slate's side.
Beautiful stuff. Fnatic coming back with some revenge, but Geek Slate aren't done with this game too just yet. Catch KP while the primal split is down. Also get Junwell while he's trying to leap away, and they can go straight into the Roshan pit with this. Is Armel going to try and get in there? I mean, they've got the Terrorize too. There's nothing to say. They cannot fight this. They're going to be able to get onto Marcy immediately. It's going to be one dead. Terrorize is going to come through and hit two, but Skem didn't get hit by it, and he can deliver the damage to get the kill into Tiny Gabby. Oh, that's a stun too. Double kill for Narman off of that one, and it seems it was indeed ill-fated for Fnatic to try and contest that Roshan.
Just pretty happy to just run in. There's not a lot that pierces BKB in this game. Has his pick of the litter.
It's going to lead off. Oh, Templar's Troy not enough to be able to get the initiation until Gabby showed and caught him with the lasso. Tried to hit the silence on Junwell. He managed to jump away, leap, and a force staff out, but they're going to be able to still keep on top of the Mirana. 2 dead as the fast smoke move with Force leading the way. I can't believe everybody like blinked out, but then Gabby didn't seem to have the chance to be able to jump into the trees or anything. Wants to start a fight on that hero. A bit of a chains, lasso pull back.
Into the cookie.
Into the cookie. Oh, very nicely done. Armel, who with the fresh BKB, does manage to get in there, hit a 2-man avalanche, and finish off the 2 supports with the help of the Mirana. Now they need to get out, though. Can they get away from this Ember Spirit? Got straight into the roots of the brambles, so wasn't able to pursue quite the way he wanted to. He walks through this. Oh, no, they saw him. They saw him hopping in the trees. Hit the stun, though, either way, and the Ember Spirit does get caught straight into the arrow. They try and force staff him out, but he's still inside the Monkey King ultimate, and he'll fall, and the rest of the team has to back out of that AoE. Looks like the Drow Ranger was able to put some damage onto the Mirana, though. Unfortunately, the Kisses didn't have the information of where they were at, so they all missed.
Tornado
go back in. Arrow drops him into the arrow. Nicely played, KP. Well timed on that purge.
Still has ages for 20.
Yeah, they're gonna finish this up, and we'll see what they do on the second life here. Are they really gonna be able to keep this engagement up? An arrow back into it. Stun first from the Monkey King. Oh, the jump in from the Bat Rider. Get down, Mr. President. Force takes the arrow. Now with the BKB, jumps forward, gets on top of the Dark Willow, turns around, goes to the Terrorize, only hitting the Sapphire for now, as the Primal Split is controlling some of Geek Slate from overwhelming Fnatic as they look to be able to retreat and should be able to get away cleanly.
Yeah, what a beautiful arrow tank.
Really nicely played. Back into it, though, Fnatic once again trying to be the aggressors with these smokes. They get the information, they lead off with the stun, they get the arrow combo. They're always going to be able to get the initial kill that makes it a 4 versus 5 and makes it unlikely that Geek Slate can fight back. What have you made of this Brewmaster Aghanim Scepter? When this was first announced, this was immediately what I thought of would be the most broken. Is just, okay, managed to get the lasso with a follow-up, but that Lotus Lasso makes things a little bit awkward for Force, who wanted to bring them down into the low ground of the Tier 2, but was denied that due to the fast reactions. Narman's going to be caught by the Dark Willow with the Brambles and the stun.
For vision control, the posture for Roshan, so every time Geek Slate fails to take this hill, they're going to try again.
Got to be careful with your positioning here. Armel gets a bit far forward. The Drow Ranger delivers some hefty damage in, pops the BKB, and with the Moonlight Shadow should just be able to walk it off. Actually looking to go back in with the blink coming up, but no.
Just the full vision control. Yeah, so obnoxious right now. But I mean, screw that, I guess. Just take it to him with Ronald, or Smoke. You don't even have Ronald. Just Lotus the Tiny in. No fear.
Raji sitting on the high ground. They were ready for that. and they give up their 5 position. They tried to help him out with the cookie, but ultimately it was never going to go well for him. And Fnatic with that just slight advantage, going to keep committing for it. And Monkey King wants to. Gabby wants to keep going for it. The kids are going to start raiding in. They're getting some decent damage. And Ember Spirit, he's going to follow that up. The BKB immediately going off. They're going to contest for the Roshan. Who's going to be able to outright click it? Will it be Cox? No, Gabby actually stopping it. He actually jumped over and got it. Snatches up the Aegis away from Gabby. Got the shard as well. Even the Roshan kill. Gabby is going to be left with nothing but death. There's a 2-man terrorize on top of that one with Armel getting the toss and avalanche down. Armel using the BKB to TP out while the rest of his team tries to clean up some of those kills. It is still, at the end of the day, Skem with a double damage. He is the king of this fight, and everybody from Fnatic is going to have to retreat if they can.
Drow is closing in on you. Starting to do a lot of damage, especially with that side kick buff.
Combo, arrow. Oh, the cookie might help him out. Force F, caught. Oh, he got the BKB and he gets away. And now the damage turned around as Armel is trying to get away from Raji right now. The pesky little Marcy sticking on top of him. Force going to catch up as well with a Firefly. Do they have the detection? Oh, that wasn't quite enough. Raji did land the stun, but they didn't have the damage nor the detection to be able to spot Armel on just 200 HP. Cox back into play though. Mirana's the next to fall, and KP really not able to use his primal split to a whole lot of effect until the Ember Spirit. Cox, he's saved once again. The greaves go off. Narman helping him out, delivering the final blow as Armel falls. DJ trying to get away with the Shadow Realm. KP running out of time on the primal split as well. There's nowhere for DJ to run. Self-fuels and a blink out attempt. No.
Not able to turn here from Fnatic. Too much range damage. The Drow is really starting to hurt them. They don't have the best innate gap close unless they jump together, and the fight gets discoordinated like this. Drow just starts plucking away with those hypo stacks. They add up.
Cotton Armin. He's hanging around the cliff area.
Your Brew is, you know, he has good utility, but he's not killing anybody. So then it comes down to you have to take the fights around Monkey Ult and Armel. Get tougher, but these pickoffs definitely help.
Certainly do.
That's the Mirana ult.
Not sure when that'll be applicable.
You get the life steal, right? Not.
Arrow! That was a weird Lotus Orb situation. Straight into the arrow. KP holding and holding. Look at this man. He's got balls of steel. He refuses to activate that Eon Disc. Instead, he activates the Primal Split, so at least there's something being used there. They are circling each other. The smoke's on both sides, and they ramp into the opponent's high ground. Fnatic knows what's up now. They realize Geek Slate. There it is. KP running in, just trying to get the vision with the Shivas and help. The arrow going out. Lands on a neutral creep. Instead, they catch the Sapphire with the combination. Raj is going to try and help out there. Pop of the BKB, chasing after some heroes. DJ Shadow Run where he can. KP chasing after, and they manage to get him. Gabby got on top of the Drow Ranger. Finally, the BKB is going to be used and immediately pulls him out of the Wukong's command. And now at a distance, the assassination goes to work, and Skem will finish out the Monkey King. You thought you caught the Drow Ranger. KP actually dies inside of the Primal Split. That Aeon Disc still ready to be popped, but it seems will never be activated as Geek Slate.
Very tough for Fnatic here.
They creep it up.
Find some supports or something. They're going to find Cox with...
Yeah, they got the Hex. Terrorize. Ooh, what a catch. Nice little creep up there down the lane. Not cutting through the jungle at all. Finds a big opening, and KP gets a clap on it too, with the Primal Split immediately going off, and they managed to get the Tornado up on the Drow Ranger. When are they going to put her down, and when are they going to try and focus her? Gabby, tried to go for the Wukong's command for a second there, got lassoed. Can they stop this damage, though? Gabby needs some help. With Cox flying back, he's getting on top of this Monkey King. He tries to go for the bash, turns into a tree, but a toss over, and that finishes him off as Darman tries to force staff away from Armel here. Armel trying to put some damage onto Force where he can, but he's running out. He doesn't have too much more to work with. Tries to go one last combo to finish off the Bat Rider. He gets that much, but he will fall ultimately, dropping the gem to the hands of Geek Slate. And Gabby, he was literally sitting there thinking about Wukong's commanding, and I think he even maybe stopped it once himself, pump faked it to try and get the Bat Rider to jump on him, but it still doesn't change anything. Once you are separated distance-wise from the Drow Ranger, you're just dead.
I mean, they lotused him to that fight, preemptively thinking about it, and Forrest jumped and chose not to lasso the Lotus, so Super heads up play by him. Okay, is this the Aeon Disc?
Is it hey, there it is. Finally assembles the Aeon Disc, puts it to work, and he dies anyway.
That's rough. That's Gem. All right, John, we'll recover here. The only other thing I can think of here is like this Ag Scepter for Armel. Because he went AEC Silver Edge, which is super nice single target, and get in and try and burst some people, but the burst is...
Trying to go for the toss back, and he got the real Drow Ranger, and they hit the arrow as well. That's going to be the first life of the Drow Ranger. And now, are you going to be able to get that lasso? Are you going to be able to get the Monkey King out of this? They got the defensive force staff out of there. Pull him out. Out of the base he goes, and down he falls. Armel is going to chase after that Drow Ranger, though. He doesn't need the Monkey King necessarily. He can stick onto it, but it's still not enough. The rest of the team, okay, KP and John they finish off the Drow Ranger, and Gabby is back into play here, devastating the rest of these heroes with no Drow Ranger to worry about. Now Gabby can finally put in some work, and that is a lot of heroes on Geek Slate dead with no buybacks and very long death timers.
This is a good wrap.
Yeah, this is a very good wrap. Making sure that the Monkey King isn't getting the setup that he wants in these fights. They're going to spot Armel. They're going to pull him back. They're going to hold him there. Well, Skem delivers the damage easily, taking down the Tiny, who does have a buyback, but this far away from the base, can't really use it at all, and it's just all hands
double
retreat for Fnatic. 2-man buyback, yeah. But can they get here in time to do anything? I don't think so. The Monkey King throws out the ultimate, but there's nothing to keep him there. In fact, if anything, Gabby's got to retreat. Otherwise, he's going to be caught by the Ember Spirit. You can already see, like, Sapphire by herself trying to catch Monkey King.
He does not need to lead this charge, but he is leading it.
I don't know. He's got the Lincolns. He feels like he's invincible. It's certainly not the case against a Tiny, but...
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't care with the buyback, too. I don't know.
See, I would get that if he had Boots of Travel.
KP trying to force some vision. Aeon popped.
Yeah, at the same time, an arrow landed on the Bat Rider. On the high ground here, they're going to try and chain it up with the Terrorize and everything being used. Armel jumping onto that high ground to go for it. Is going to just clump force to death here. Just at the same time, what about the Drow Ranger? Skem, the Primal Split. He's just trying to stick on top of the Drow Ranger and draw some attention while his rest of the team repositions. The Fire Panda does manage to get away, so he's not going to die inside of his ultimate here. But if he's not careful, nice blink away before Skem could land the damage. Arrow hits onto Roshan.
Helps him out.
They're going to try and get in there. See if they can blow up the Marcy nice and quick, and they're not going to complete the Roshan just yet. Skem actually forcing over to the side, popping his KP, trying to deliver some damage where he can, but they're just hopping away from him. KP doing what he can, jumps up in the air, but it looks like he's going to be finished off with the Drow Ranger, but he bought enough time for Fnatic to take the entirety of Roshan. Gives up his life because he had buyback, and the rest of the team could grab all of the spoils of Rosh.
Pretty decent trade here for Fnatic. 3 Ags, an Aegis, and a Refresher Shard. He doesn't even have the slots for all this. Needs a lone Droop Bear or something. Looks like they're going to ring toss back.
Row 1. See if they can get the toss back. The force staff away. Oh, don't let him escape. He got the toss. Skem tries to use the force staff to get out one side of it once again, but they will manage to finish him off. Drow Ranger dead. Immediate buyback from Skem. They're going to try and force this, but there's still an Aegis on the Monkey King. A lasso onto the Tiny with the BKB fading. The kisses are going to be enough. Now Skem is going to be joining them with a Boots of Travel in. 2 dead with no buyback. It's all up to Gabby now with this final life for the Wukong's man. He needs to be able to kill that Drow Ranger. Drow going back in to finish off the Monkey. Dodges into a tree, but it's not good enough. That is it. Fnatic will die in a final attempt to take this at Geek Slate. What a call from Skem. Several calls there. I mean, at some point in time, he was just, let's do Roshan. It didn't actually quite work out for them, but then they just go for the high ground anyway into an Aegis.